All right. Hello, everybody. Ryan here from New York City. And a quick warning, my 3-year-old is here with me, as is my dog. So you might hear some stuff in the background. Just bear with me. And we'll get into the weekly video on the SPY and the Qs. I think today is actually going to be more of a Qs focus. So I wanted to start a little differently than normal. Let me just throw up the disclaimer while I talk. Please read this. It will be in the description. Is that here's something different I want to leave with you guys with is that last week's video had an absolute monster of a trade, right? All you got to do is have a pen and paper or ask, if you're getting this video via email, all you got to do is reply to my emails. I answer any of the replies. Okay. And the reason I wanted you to see this was that I laid out a fairly good trade here in the Qs right there, right at the 10-minute mark. Okay. And I want to show it to you and what happened. Right, and there it is. Okay, that's what I showed the 10-minute video. So all you got to do to verify what I'm saying and show you that you had that information, you just got to refer to the old video, right? And scroll to the 10-minute mark. Actually, I'll put a link in the description here so you can see what I'm talking about, right? And then bam, right on, I believe, Tuesday it touched, right? Wednesday kind of just hung out. Then it closed, right? Closed red. We got a little bit of a gap down the next day, and then the follow through was amazing. Just plowed through this little area here, right? We got about a $10 move here. Now, is $10 move big in the Qs? Well, for us, the way we buy options, it's $500 on one contract. So for me, that's a sizable payoff. On 2 contracts, you make $1,000. I mean, that's pretty good, right? Now, I say that not to impress you, but impress upon you that you should be watching these videos with pen and paper and replying to the email, sending me messages. Hey, how does this work? How can this work for me? All that kind of good stuff, right? And I wrote some questions down. Here's some questions you need to ask yourself, right? In what ways can you leverage the knowledge gained today to gain a competitive edge, right? Then the other way to look at this is how might the strategies presented today change your approach? Because some of you are buying breakouts, some of you I can just tell you're guessing, right? Some of you are reading, news articles, all that kind of good stuff. All right. I have a very systematic step-by-step approach. And if you don't have that, I really think it's something you need in your trading, right? So for the Qs, you'll see that there is an upcoming demand zone here, right? You see where I wrote qualified demand zone? See how there's the gap and then price left from there? And the only problem here, why I'm not screaming and telling you this is like one of those similar trades to the supply area, is that Wednesday, we have the FOMC meeting, right? Let's see if I have the over here, and I'll show you where times and stuff. I use this Forex calendar, even though it's people think it's just for Forex, but it's for everything, right? Just go over here, right? And you see at 2 p.m., right? We've got the federal funds rate. Okay, that moves the market, not as much. And then at 2:30 is the press conference where Powell will be speaking. That's gonna move the market. Okay, we usually live trade it. I hope to do it on Wednesday for my coaching group. I haven't verified I have the time just yet, but I'm hoping to. So let me get back here. That's the only thing that's an impediment to this trade here. Otherwise, I'd be screaming to take it, right? We'd be looking at potentially a price come down here and then a reversal, and then we'd look to ride it up. The market's probably just going to be a chop fest between now and Wednesday. So I think we'll be reassessing everything by the Fed meeting. Okay. So, and if this doesn't hold price up, look out below. There's not a whole lot of qualified demand until we get here. Okay. And I'm not going to put that on the chart. That's so far away. But this is the way to look at the market and really to end the call. Hold on 1 second, sweetheart. 1 second. Let me get the SPY started, and then I will take a quick second to help my daughter. Bye, baby. Oh. Right there? Thanks, Pete. I'm almost done. Is it supposed to stay on there? Sorry about that, guys. Oh, I meant to post the recording and I did. All right. Sorry about that. You guys are gonna have to deal with my 3-year-old. All right. So hang in here. And so this is the area I was looking at for supply on the, you know what, on a weekly, it looks a little bit better. Hold on. So this is a weekly. And that did not have the same significance. It's very interesting. I think I know why. I mean, just the real companies that are trading on SPY, you know, I mean, that's a great move. Oh, it just stopped it. Okay, no, I'm just getting a little bit overboard here. It did stop it. It's closed outside the zone. So just below it at 452.16. These lines here that are in the way, those are some lower time frame areas to look at. I think this is going to rule the day, but we'll see at the open tomorrow, guys. The SPY is really just telling me there might be some choppiness ahead because we're in weekly supply, but then there's some lower time frame demand below. And when that happens, that can just not necessarily like send price sailing back up to the moon, but what was I looking at here? Oh, you know, on a 2 hour, 130. There we go. Yeah, but we'll see it a little clearer. I'm gonna take those off because those are garbage in any of the intermediate time frames. The weekly I like, and this area demand here on the, this is a 130-minute chart, it's called a 2 hour, right? 446, 444, 75. You know, we're not too far from that. We do have to get a move outside of here though. Interesting, the SPY didn't do much. You know, it's definitely waiting for the FOMC meeting. And I also think there's a little euphoria coming back into the market, like, oh, money's flooding back to the market. That's always used to sucker in, you know, dumb money. You know, don't be the dumb money. Hate to tell you guys, but it's, you know, be systematic and have the same approach. I like this, even if this is just an impediment to the overall, you know, weakness in the market. I do like that. So we're kind of in the middle of a chop fest on the SPY, I have a feeling. And then the Qs is trending downward, but I don't think for too much longer. I think this demand zone will hold. At very least, hold price up for until the meeting on Wednesday. Could be wrong. Could be wrong. You know, I'm going to be, like I said, I'm hoping to be able to live trade with my coaching group on Wednesday. Just have to see if my schedule. So if you're one of my coaching students, hang in there. I will verify it. Usually we have a good time trading that together. But we're sitting a little bit above it here. We'll see where the market opens tomorrow. I think there's too much euphoria in the market, so beware of that. You know, but don't forget these questions I asked you guys. Watch this with a real, you know, fine-tooth comb. Look for questions and reply back. You don't have to be a student to ask me a question. Just ask me a question, and then that way you'll also be able to tell, you know, if you do want to work with me, if you do want to be a student of mine or a coaching student, right? These are some good questions to have on your mind as you're thinking about how to use a particular strategy. Okay, so that's all I got for you today. The last thing I will show you is that if you are thinking this is something for you, let me go back to the video, show you where you can actually go to the link in the description. Any one of my videos has this, but especially this one you're watching now. Go to the description, which is here. You'll see here my calendar link. You'll see Calendly right there. Just click it. There I am. Grab a time that works for you. Click a day. My availability will show up. So I've got some availability on Monday. Click one of these, put in your info, and we'll do a one-on-one Zoom call. I'll answer all your questions. I'll lay out all the different ways we work with people, and we'll see if this strategy is for you. And if it's not, that's cool too. But for now, that's me signing off, and you will find all my contact info in the link in the description. Oh, if I could ask you one other favor, right? If you go back to the video, if you do me a solid and click that subscribe button, it'll tell the algorithm, YouTube, to show this video to more people. And, you know, we have a really great community, a couple hundred people, and I really love it if more people are coming in organically. So if you would click the subscribe button and then like the video also, I'd really appreciate it. All right. With that, I'm going to sign off for today, get back to my 3-year-old and my puppy, and, you know, enjoy the rest of the Sunday, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.